Dharmasya āpavargyasya
Dharmasya hi āpavargyasya
nartho-arthayopakalpate
nartho arthayopakalpate
nardhasya dharmaikantasya
narthasya dharmaikantasya
kāmo labhāya hi smritah.
kāmo labhāya hi smritah.
Dharmasya, occupational engagement. He, certainly. Āpavargyasya, ultimate liberation. Na, not. Ataha, and. Arthaya, for material gain. Upakalpate is meant for. Na, neither. Arthasya, of material gain. Dharma eka antasya, for one who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service. Kamaha, sense gratification. Labhaya, attainment of. He, exactly. Smritaha, is described by the great sages. Translation. All occupational engagements are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. They should never be performed for material gain. Furthermore, according to sages, one who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service should never use material gain to cultivate sense gratification. Purport. We have already discussed that pure devotional service to the Lord is automatically followed by perfect knowledge and detachment from material existence. But there are others who consider that all kinds of different occupational engagements, including those of religion, are meant for material gain. The general tendency of any ordinary man in any part of the world is to gain some material profit in exchange for religious or any other occupational service. Even in the Vedic literatures, for all sorts of religious performances, an allurement of material gain is offered, and most people are attached by such allurements or blessings of religiosity. Why are such so-called men of religion allured by material gain? Because material gain can enable one to fulfill desires, which in turn satisfies sense gratification. This cycle of occupational engagements includes so-called religiosity followed by material gain and material gain followed by fulfillment of desires. Sense gratification is the general way for all sorts of fully occupied men. But in the statement of Sutta Goswāmī, as per the verdict of the Śrī Bhāgavatam, this is nullified by the present sloka. One should not engage himself in any sort of occupational service for material gain only, nor should material gain be utilized for sense gratification. How material gain should be utilized is described as follows. That is in the next verse. We'll go there. Before that, Dharmasya hi āpavargyasya. That means Dharma is meant for āpavarga. Pavarga is bad. Pa, pa, bha, pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Starts with parishrama, ends with mrityu. So much hard labor, but no use, ultimately die. Pavarga generally, and bha also means in between bhaya, leads to fear and death. So, āpavargasya means that which will not end with mrityu, death. That is moksha. So, dharma is meant for moksha. Dharmasya hi āpavargasya. Moksha here is not impersonal liberation. Prabhupada calls it here ultimate liberation. That means going back home, back to Godhead, being an eternal associate of Lord Krishna. Dharmasya hi āpavargyasya. So, dharma's purpose is meant for moksha. Na arthaya upakalpate. Na artha arthaya upakalpate. The purpose of dharma is not meant for artha. There are two arthas here. One is the purpose, artha means end, arthaya for material gain. So dharma is not meant for, the purpose of dharma is not meant for artha. Na artha arthaya upakalpate. Means dharma is not meant for artha. If dharma is not meant for artha, dharma is meant for moksha. And it's also told, na arthasya dharmaikantasya kāmaha labhaya hi smritaha. Oh, dharma is not meant for artha, you are saying, but artha is meant for sense gratification. No, 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 no. Dharma is not meant for artha. Artha is not meant for kāma. Ultimately, dharma, artha, kāma, all the three are only for āpavarga, moksha. That is what Srila Prabhupada is saying. All occupational engagements, dharma, are certainly meant for ultimate liberation, moksha. They should never be performed for material gain. So, dharma should not be done for artha. Furthermore, according to the sages, where sages are coming here? Smritaha means it is told in the Smriti. Smritaha, this is what is said. Said by whom? The great people, great sages. Furthermore, according to the sages, one who is engaged in ultimate occupational service, dharmaikantasya, one who is a dharmic, one who is a devotee, for him should never use material gain to cultivate sense gratification. That kind of a person who is looking for, who is the dharmaikanta, that means he is practicing dharma for ultimate gain, that is moksha. He should not use whatever artha comes by performing dharma for kāma. That means, once again, dharma is not meant for artha, artha is not meant for kāma, and all these are meant for moksha, especially for one who is dharma eka antasya, for one who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service, who is practicing devotion, who is a devotee, dharmic person. For him, dharma is not meant for artha, artha is not meant for kāma, and dharma ultimately is for āpavarga, that is for attaining moksha. Not impersonal liberation, but personal liberation, being an eternal associate of the Supreme Lord. We have already discussed that pure devotional service to the Lord is automatically followed by perfect knowledge and detachment from material existence. Srila Prabhupada talking about the 6th verse, Savai pumsam paro dharma, eto bhakti ratokshna, ahaitiki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. And then Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janetyas Vairagyam Jnanam Cha Yadahaitu. So it is told that pure devotional service to the Lord is automatically followed by perfect knowledge, jnana, and detachment from material existence. Jnana and Vairagya are byproducts of Shuddha Bhakti. But there are some people think that whatever one does dharmic activity, it is for artha. It is not for artha. But there are others who consider that all kinds of different occupational engagements, including those of religion, are meant for material gain. Some people then say, why are you doing this thing? What will you get out of it? Why are you chanting? Why are you going to Chilkur Balaji temple? Why are you doing this thing? Why are you going for Tirtha Yatras? Why are you going to Kumbh Mela? What will you get out of it? That means by practicing dharma, what are you going to get? What artha you are going to get? That is what most people will question. What material gain? What is in it for me? The general tendency of any ordinary man in any part of the world is to gain some material profit in exchange for religious or any other occupational service. So they are saying that I am doing my occupational duty, I am following dharma, I am following Vedas, or I am doing some good things, I am doing these activities because I want to get something out of it. Even in the Vedic literatures, for all sorts of religious performances, an allurement of material gain is offered, and most people are attracted by such allurements or blessings of religiosity. It is not only in other religions in other parts of the world, even in India, even in the Vedic literature, everywhere it is told that you do this thing, you will get this thing. Worship Parvati, you get good husband. Worship Lord Shiva, you get good wife. Or you do this thing, you will get lot of money. Or you will do this thing, you will be healthy. Or you do this thing, you will be cured of diseases. So all these things are there. They are all Vedic literature. Krishna himself says, Yam imam pushpitam vacha pravadantya vipassitaha. It like the flowery words of Vedas attract people. And then they will follow those things to get some, follow that dharmic things to get some artha from it. Why are such so-called men of religion allured by material gain? Why are they attracted? Because material gain can enable one to fulfill desires, which in turn satisfy sense gratification. So, from dharma, artha will come. From artha, kāma will come. And then they want to enjoy their senses. That is the plan. This cycle of occupational engagements includes so-called religiosity followed by material gain and material gain followed by fulfillment of desires. So generally people do dharma to get something out of it, some artha, and whatever they get, some money, some punya, something they will use to enjoy. And that is ultimately for sense gratification. Sense gratification is a general way for all sorts of fully occupied men. Interesting, Prabhupada said fully occupied men. Fully occupied men in what? Fully occupied men, they are busy doing so many things. You ask anybody, do you have time for this thing? No, I'm busy. But they'll say, oh, you do this thing, you will get some benefit out of it and you can enjoy better. Oh, then I'll do this also, they'll say. So sense gratification is the general way for all these busy people. But in the statement of Sūta Gosvāmī, as per the verdict of Srimad Bhāgavatam, this is nullified by the present sloka. So in this sloka it is told, dharmasya hi āpavargasya. And also earlier it is told, dharmasvanishtita pumsam vishvakshena kadasu yaha notpadayet yadirati shrama eva hi kevalam. If you are doing dharmic activities and that dharmic activities and you are following varna and ashrama occupational duties properly, and that following properly, if it is not provoking attraction, if it is not giving attraction for the messages of Vasudeva, Lord Krishna, useless. That is so much useless labor. And also Bhagavatam in the beginning itself rejects all kinds of kaitava dharmas, cheating religions. Why it is called cheating religion? Because in every religion the carrot is shown. You follow this, you get this thing. Why should I get this thing? Because you enjoy sense objects using your senses. You can have more sense gratification. Prabhupada is saying one should not engage himself in any sort of occupational service for material gain only. So don't do things, this is good for me, that is good for me. Because of this I'll gain this thing, because of I gain that thing. That is against the message of this thing. For whom especially it is told that dharma kantasya, one who is like focused, ananya bhakti, for him these things are like not required. Maybe others will take it gradually so that they purify themselves and they'll come. Nor should material gain be utilized for sense gratification. So once you do dharmic activity, punya will come. Some yoga siddhis will come. You cannot show these things to people and then try to enjoy. That is not correct. Or you get money, you cannot put that in sense gratification. Or you get name, fame, you cannot use that to satisfy your ego.